Day spoilers for Thursday, October 27th, 2022, are here. Catch a glimpse of your favorite stalemates stirring up drama. This is going to be an episode you will not want to miss. Is it another struggle not to be flirty day for Eric and Nicole? It seems that way since she slips into something a little more comfortable during her photo shoot. How will he feel about taking snaps of her in such a state? It seems Nicole isn't the only one Eric is excited to photograph. The pair get a visit from Holly. Will this kiddo being around put a crimp in their style? It looks like Eric is more than happy to see his former stepdaughter. Who wouldn't be? She's adorable. Over at the Salem Inn, Gabby and Li Xin get good and cozy when he sees her perfect Halloween costume. These two are hotter than ever, but is Li steamy enough to get Gabby's mind off Stefan? Meanwhile, John checks in with Marlena before going to talk to his son. He finds Brady rummaging through Kristen's things. Will this be a moment of truth for Brady? Will he finally tell John what's really going on? Peacock recap for Wednesday, October 26th, reveals that Leo exposed Chad's counterfeit cash before Alex hid Stephanie from Sloan. At Paulina's campaign headquarters, Abe ranted about Leo being a criminal and acted like she hadn't properly vetted her new assistant. However, Paulina had a good feeling about hiring Leo and believed in second chances, so Abe ultimately accepted her choice. Meanwhile, Sloan was surprised that Stephanie sent Chad to handle such an important deal alone. Chad flirted with Sloan a bit and acted like he was more than capable of getting this done. Sloan was suspicious, but Chad showed her the cash inside the briefcase and rushed to lock in the deal. When Sloan said she'd go back to her apartment for the files, Chad acted like there was no hurry. Sloan questioned Chad's sudden shift, but he suggested they should team up to double the price of the blackmail and split the surcharge. Although Sloan was intrigued, Leo came along to ruin things. Sloan wound up taking Leo's first paycheck and handing over one of the bills from the case, so Leo spotted it as a fake immediately. Chad tried to pay Sloan anyway by writing a check, but she no longer trusted him. Sloan made it clear that the deal needed to get done tomorrow or else the secret would go public. After Sloan sauntered out, Chad texted Stephanie and hoped she could get out of Sloan's apartment in time. At Sloan's place on Wednesday's Days episode, Stephanie seemed grossed out by handcuffed Alex and his kinky behavior. Although Stephanie tried to cover Alex up, he kicked the covers back off. Alex pointed out that Stephanie committed a felony by breaking in and assumed this had something to do with Paulina's campaign. Stephanie wouldn't confirm that at first, but she said she could just get the files she was looking for or the name of the client and be on her way. Alex insisted he could be a problem for Stephanie and taunted her by suggesting he would tell Sloan what she was up to. Stephanie talked about how much was at stake and pushed Alex to have a heart right before Sloan returned. While Stephanie hid out of sight, Alex told Sloan that he'd been all by himself and was lonely. Sloan thought she could do something about that, so Alex kept her distracted as Stephanie slipped out and mouthed a thank you. Next on Wednesday's Days episode, Chanel pretended she couldn't remember what was wrong earlier, but Allie struggled to buy that. Chanel took off to run an errand and wound up talking to Paulina alone. Paulina reassured Chanel that Stephanie was handling the blackmail threat, but Chanel worried she was chickening out by not telling Allie the truth. Nevertheless, Paulina felt that Chanel was protecting Allie just like Paulina was protecting Abe. Once Stephanie and Chad met up to compare notes, Paulina called back and learned the threat wasn't taken care of yet. That news didn't go over well, but Stephanie promised Paulina would have the file in her hands by tomorrow.